In the bustling city of Aqua, there lived a man named Tunde, whose wealth and charm made him feel invincible. Handsome and charismatic, Tunde was known for his fleet of expensive cars and his love for the nightlife. Every evening he and his friends danced away their worries in the most expensive clubs, where laughter and music drowned out the rest of the world. Tunde believed he could have anything he desired. Yet there was one thing he loved more than his riches: women. Known far and wide as a Casanova, Tunde treated women as objects, never caring for their feelings. To him, life was a game and he was always the winner. But one fateful night, Tunde's life changed forever. It was a rainy Friday night. Tunde had spent the evening at his favorite club, drinking and boasting about his latest conquests to his equally shallow friends. He loved showing off his wealth, flaunting his lifestyle to anyone who cared to notice. Later that night, as he drove home in his sleek black sports car, he sped down a quiet road, humming to himself while the rain poured heavily. Suddenly, his headlights caught a figure standing by the roadside. It was a woman, drenched in rain, shivering and looking around desperately for help. Intrigued, Tunde slowed down. As the headlights illuminated her figure, he noticed she was stunning despite her soaked state. Her wet dress clung to her body, her dark curly hair cascaded over her shoulders, and her piercing eyes glinted in the rain. She hugged herself for warmth, her lips quivering. Tunde pulled over and rolled down his window. "Hey beautiful, need a ride?" The woman stepped closer, her voice trembling. "Please sir, my car broke down and I've been here for hours. Can you help me?" Tunde smirked, leaning against the wheel. "Help you? Sure, but there's a condition. Before I let you into this car, you have to sleep with me right here, right now." The woman gasped, stepping back in shock. "I can't do that. I'm engaged. Please just help me get home." Tunde chuckled, unfazed by her response. "Engaged or not, do you know who I am? I have all the money in the world. Whatever your man offers, I can double it." When she didn't respond, he shrugged and put the car in gear. "Suit yourself. Stay here and wait for your man to show up." "Wait," she called out, her voice breaking. "Don't leave me here." Tunde stopped the car, his smirk widening. "So, have you changed your mind?" The woman stared at him, her eyes narrowing. For a moment, Tunde thought she would refuse. Instead, she smiled faintly and spoke calmly. "Yes, but not here," she said. "It's late and I'm cold. Can you take me to your house? We can discuss your condition there. It's safer." Tunde grinned triumphantly. "Smart choice. Get in." At his luxurious apartment, Tunde handed the woman a towel to dry off and poured her a glass of wine. She introduced herself as Amara and sipped the wine slowly, her piercing eyes fixed on him. Tunde poured himself a drink and gestured to the couch. "Relax, Amara. You're safe now. Sit down and make yourself comfortable." Amara glanced around the lavish space. "You live alone?" "Of course," Tunde replied, puffing his chest with pride. "No distractions, no drama. Just me, my money and my rules." She gave him a faint smile, though it didn't reach her eyes. "You must be very proud of yourself." "I am," he said, sliding closer to her. "Now about our deal." Amara's expression turned serious as she shook her head. "Thank you for bringing me here, but I can't do this. Please, just let me leave in the morning." Tunde's smile faded, replaced by irritation. "What's your problem? I saved you from the rain, and this is how you repay me." "I'm grateful, but—" "Enough," he interrupted sharply. "If you don't want to stay, you can leave now, but don't think I'm driving you anywhere at this hour." Amara glanced at the clock. It was nearly 1 a.m. and the rain was pouring harder outside. With no other choice, she sighed softly. "I'll stay." Tunde's grin returned as he moved closer to her. "That's better. But when he reached out to touch her hand, something strange happened. His hand brushed against her skin, but instead of warmth, he felt something cold and rough, like scales. Tunde froze, staring at her hand. "What is this?" he stammered, his voice shaking. Amara's calm demeanor never wavered. "You wanted me to stay, Tunde. Now you must face the consequences." Before his eyes, her body began to change. Her legs fused together, transforming into a long, gleaming serpent's tail. Her skin turned scaly, her eyes glowed yellow, and her hair writhed as if alive. Tunde's heart raced. What are you?" Amara's lips curled into a sinister smile. "You brought me here, Tunde. You wanted to take advantage of me. You wanted me, didn't you? Well, now you have me." Panic consumed Tunde as he scrambled backward, falling off the couch. "Stay away from me. You men," Amara hissed, her voice echoing unnaturally. "So full of pride, so quick to take without asking. You thought you could treat women like toys. But now you are the prey." She slithered closer, her massive tail gliding across the floor, her movements slow and deliberate. "I've been watching you, Tunde. Your arrogance, your selfishness. It disgusts me. You prey on women like they're nothing. But now you will learn a lesson." Tunde tried to speak, but his throat felt dry. He reached for his phone, but it was gone. Amara held it up, laughing coldly. "Looking for this? Don't worry, you won't need it where you're going." He turned toward the door, desperate to escape, but the doors and windows slammed shut as if by an invisible force. "Let me go," Tunde begged, his voice trembling. Amara laughed, the eerie sound echoing around the room. "Not so fast, Tunde. You will stay here and you will pay for your arrogance." For 3 days, Tunde was trapped in his house with Amara. She didn't hurt him physically, but her presence filled him with dread. She moved silently through the house, her massive snake tail leaving trails on the floor. "Call every woman you've wronged," she commanded, handing him his phone. Tunde's hands trembled as he dialed the numbers. "I'm sorry, Bola. I was wrong to sleep with your best friend and your sister. Please, I am very sorry. I'm sorry, Nkechi. I shouldn't have recorded our escapade without your consent. Please, I am very sorry. Halima, I'm sorry I lured you to my house and deflowered you. I never should have forcefully had my way with you. I am very sorry, please forgive me." Some women forgave him, but others hung up without a word. Amara wasn't done. She tormented Tunde day and night. She slithered around his room, occasionally striking him with her tail. When he tried to sleep, she filled his mind with terrifying visions. She turned his food into ash, his water into slime, and forced him to eat and drink. By the 3rd day, Tunde was a wreck. Falling to his knees, he sobbed, "Please, Amara. I've learned my lesson. I'll change, I swear." Amara's glowing yellow eyes pierced through him as she said, "You will never forget this, Tunde. From now on, you will respect women and treat them with kindness. If you don't, I will return." She placed her hand on his chest, and Tunde cried out as he felt a searing pain. When she stepped back, he saw a mark. A coiled snake wrapped around a broken heart, etched into his skin. "This mark will remind you of the pain you've caused others," Amara said. "And it will stay with you for the rest of your life." With that, she vanished, leaving Tunde alone in his ruined home. At first, Tunde thought the nightmare was over. But soon he realized it was only beginning. He felt his manhood shrink until it was no bigger than his pinky finger. He tried to scream, but no sound came out. Tears streamed down his face as he stumbled to the mirror. When he looked at his reflection, he finally found his voice and screamed. The snake-shaped mark on his chest seemed to move, writhing whenever he stared at it too long. Desperate, Tunde sought help. He visited doctors, spiritual healers, and traveled to different countries in search of a solution. Nothing worked. One day an old man found Tunde sitting by the roadside looking troubled. "Young man, what burdens you so deeply?" the old man asked. Tunde sighed and lifted his shirt, revealing the mark. "This scar has ruined my life, and I've also lost my pride as a man. I don't know what to do." The old man studied the mark, nodding knowingly. "That is not an ordinary mark. It is a lesson, a reminder of the wrongs you have done. It will only leave your body when your heart is truly changed." "What do you mean?" Tunde asked, frowning. "You must treat people with respect and kindness," the old man explained. "Stop thinking the world revolves around you. Learn to help others without expecting anything in return. Only then will the mark fade away." Tunde listened carefully, his heart heavy with guilt. He decided to follow the old man's advice. Over the years, Tunde worked hard to change his ways. He stopped chasing after women and began treating them with respect. He apologized to more of the women he had hurt and even established a foundation to support single mothers and girls' education. At first, people doubted his sincerity. But as the years passed, they saw the transformation in him. Tunde became humble, kind, and generous. One morning many years later, Tunde woke up and felt different. His manhood had returned to its full size. Rushing to the mirror, he pulled off his shirt and saw that the snake-shaped mark was gone. Tears filled his eyes as he fell to his knees, whispering prayers of gratitude. From that day on, Tunde dedicated his life to helping others and sharing his story. He always ended with this advice: "Respect everyone, for you never know who is sent to teach you a lesson." Life has a way of marking those who do wrong, but it also rewards those who choose to do right. And so, Tunde, the former Casanova, learned the hard way that the world does not revolve around him. His arrogance had brought him face to face with a force he could not control. Let this be a lesson to all who think they can take without giving, who treat others as objects for their pleasure. Beware of what you invite into your life. For not all that glitters is gold, and some beauties hide fangs beneath their smiles. The story teaches that arrogance and mistreating others lead to downfall. Treat people with respect and kindness, as life has a way of teaching painful lessons to those who harm others. Redemption is possible, but only through genuine change and responsibility. I love you all. Thank you for watching this amazing video. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed creating it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment on the lessons you have learned, and let me know where you are watching from. See you in my next video. Bye.